I just got back from shopping just now, and I was just putting it away, and a thought popped into my mind. It happens quite often. So anyway, I used to go to an old lady's house when her husband was still alive, and I used to go once a week for about 2 hours. I used to do clean the house and that sort of stuff. And what's going on here? Anyway, so that went on for a few years actually, and we actually was there for so many years that she didn't remember and I didn't remember how many years I'd been there for. Anyway, I did what she wanted. She wanted the wardrobes cleaned with water, and they were in wood. And then she wanted, she didn't like smelling strong perfumes and stuff in the detergents that we used to use, or we used on our floors and whatever. So I did whatever she wanted. Then her husband started getting sick. He was probably about 4 or 5 years younger than her, and he had diabetes. In Italy, it's 300. Like normal, it's between 90 and 110, and it was 350, something really weird like that. It was just absolutely unbelievable, and he was just he wouldn't lie in bed, because his head was saying, no, I can get up. Every time he got up, he would fall down. Anyway, we did, this is before COVID, we had to do, stay by his side, even in hospital, because before COVID, if when someone was in hospital, and I didn't know that till I got here, and I thought it was really, really weird, you need someone next to you to look after you during the night if you need something, because they don't do, and during the day as well. Like my uncle went to, just stepping away from the story a bit, my uncle was in hospital for I think he had bronchitis or something like that, and he said that the first few days he didn't drink because no one gave it to him, and there was no volunteers or anything like that, and family weren't allowed in there. Now they are, but you've only got 3/4 of an hour to do everything, like if you have to clean them or give them something to drink and that sort of stuff. So if they are not able to do anything, they don't drink and they don't eat. Like if you see that the tray's still full, you've got to think, why isn't this person eating? If we can't stay in there, let the volunteers in, you know. Anyway, it's still like that now. It's like you need to, it's a COVID still in hospital, so but they go in hospital feeling okay and come back and get COVID in there, so it's really weird. Anyway, we had to stay by his bed because he was ripping apart he had I can't think what it's called in English, a nappy on, and he was ripping it, and the lady who was in the next room, she goes, step out of the room. It was night, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and she goes, step out of the room, because he was calling me all the time wanting to go home. So she goes, step out of the room, and I could see him pulling apart this nappy, and I'm going, oh my God, he used to be a teacher, you know. He used to be a teacher, and the teachers back in the day, you know, different types of teachers. Anyway, going back, he died. They put him in a home because his wife obviously couldn't look after him because she was older than him, and he would have been a 90 when he died. And so they put him in a home, and the doctor passed by his room, and she goes, he's got to go to hospital straight away. So he died in hospital. Anyway, how I kept going. I was going every day. I started going every day, morning, afternoon, and at night. And then I started working with the immigrants. So at night I wasn't going anymore. So I was going just in the morning and in the afternoon. It was really tiring because I was working in the restaurant, didn't know what time I was finishing. That was from Monday to Sunday. Anyway, I wasn't doing much. I was just really talking to her, that sort of stuff, and doing the dishes and whatever. And so she was really good. She was 93, and I remember the Christmas before she died, she made some Italian biscuits, which are really yummy, and they're even yummier like they made them before, not the bought ones. And she made those by herself. I mean, I helped her prepare everything, but she made it because I had to go to work. And they do take a little bit of time because you've got to cook them, and then you've got to cool them down, and then you've got to make the chocolate that goes on top, the glaze and that sort of stuff. So, I mean, she was 93. The next year, she was okay. And so she was okay, but I said to my husband, I don't think this lady's going to make it this year. I think she's going to die this year. I don't know why I said it. I don't know. Because she was all right. But then she started having heavy blood and nosebleeds. And we had to call the ambulance because her they're older than me, so they were about 60. One lives in Rome and the other one lives in Sardinia. And so it was a little bit far. So we were there, me and my husband, and she had these nosebleeds, and she got really scared about those, and she was falling down a lot. She wasn't hurting herself, but she was falling down a lot. And so I said, the day she died, it was a morning. It was about 9 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, I was there and I was washing the dishes. She was still sleeping. Her son had come over, and her son was leaving that day. So he goes, so he was sitting in the lounge room, and she wakes up, and I heard her. So she did have someone living with her that she paid, but she was older than her. So basically she wasn't doing anything. She was just eating, and she was deaf too. So I was washing the plates and stuff from the night before, and I hear her. So I go into her bedroom, and she's sitting on the bed with this smile. I mean, it was this white. This smile on her face, and she goes, "Good morning," and "Good morning," and she goes, "Oh, I'm going to sit here for a while, for a little bit, and then I'm going to go to the loo, and then I want half a banana." And I went, "Oh, okay." It was really weird. She didn't eat many bananas. She wasn't allowed to because of the potassium. Anyway, so I went in, and I said to the lady, I said, "Look, she wants half a banana, bring it to her so she can eat it before she goes to the toilet." So she brings the half a banana, and she goes to the toilet, and I was in the kitchen still washing the plates, so her son was still in the lounge room, and she gets to the kitchen door, and she's like this, and she's going, she throws herself onto the couch, which was in the kitchen, a little couch. No, it wasn't the couch, it was an armchair. and she was really intelligent. She used to intelligent. She was still doing crosswords. She was still doing knitting. She was still knitting. She was still doing everything. She was still washing herself. She was still everything. Anyway, she throws herself onto this armchair, and I'm going, oh my God, she's dying. She was just closing her eyes. And you could hear this heavy breathing, you know. So I called the ambulance and I called her son in. And I'm going, look, your mum's not well. So I called, and thank God he was there, because, I mean, the worst thing, calling, you know, your people that you're looking after, the kids, saying, look, your mum's died, you know. So I called the ambulance, and when the ambulance came, I just looked at the doctor and I went, no, I don't think she's alive. So he walked in and he walked out and he goes, no, it's finished. So she, it was, when I think about it, I still think about it, it's been a few years. It was just before we closed down for COVID. In Italy, we had 3 months of COVID lockdown and COVID, and it was the day before that we closed down. Like, I could have gone anyway because I'm a volunteer, so I could have gone to her house and just like a volunteer, and because she needed someone there for help to talk to as well. But she used to ring a lot of people on the phone. Her phone was her best friend. She had it everywhere. It was a portable, the cordless phone. So she just took it when she was sleeping near her bed. That's why when she fell over, she always had a phone next to her. So she'd ring and she goes, look, I fell over, but I haven't done anything. I'd go back. I'd say to my husband, come with me, because she's a bit. She wasn't fat, but she's heavy. She was a bit heavy. She goes, come and help me pick her up because she's fallen. So I'd run up and like I'll turn the light on and I'm going, oh shit, there's blood everywhere. I mean, you hurt yourself, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that was, that just came up to me the other day. It was really weird. Anyway, that happens to me a lot. Like, I don't know why. I just think of people and I see them the next day, or I get this sensation I need to go and visit that person, even though I haven't seen them in a while, or I have seen them. I need to go and visit them, and the next day they die. I don't know why that happens. It's weird, but it happens. Anyway, so that's all I want to say. I've seen 2 people die, probably see another one. I have a lot to do with older people. So, well, I didn't want anyone. It's okay. People die. It's normal. They've lived their life. It's horrible when younger people die because they need to live their life. So have fun. Have fun the rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.